Hello everybody, I'm Skills Unheard. In today's video, we are going to go over the best class setup for the NV4. Now this is my personal opinion, so your opinion might vary. But this setup that I use right here is the best setup in my opinion, because I do absolutely awesome with it. I definitely recommend you guys trying this out. So what's going to go on here is that I'm going to show the NV4 best class setup at the top of the screen in the right corner. And I'm going to describe each one of those attachments that I use on the NV4. And I'm going to briefly go over through the perks that I use in this best class setup also. In my last video I described what the best gun is within Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So now I'm putting that best gun into a creative class. The best creative class in my opinion. This is the creative class that I use and I recommend you guys using it for sure. Alright, so the attachments that I use on the NV4 are the Elo sight, grip, and silencer. I recommend you guys use this setup because with the Elo sight, you're even more accurate with the weapon than it already is. As you guys already know, that the NV4 is a very accurate gun. You can kill people from pretty well any range with this weapon because it's very accurate. Pretty well pinpoint accuracy. And with the Elo sight, you just have even more accuracy because you can actually you can see more of your field of view, which is better because you can get your shots on target quicker. Now the Elo sight, I believe, is the best sight within Infinite Warfare. It's just very clean looking and it's very nice. You can aim pretty good with it. It's better than the red dot and the Trojan sight and all those kind of sights. I just really prefer the Elo sight over all of them. And if you don't like the default dot on it, you can change it out if you like. There's so many different kinds of reticles that you guys can use instead of the default reticle. Alright, now the next attachment that I have on the NV4 is the foregrip. Now I use this foregrip because you gain an extra edge on your enemies when you're in your gunfights. Because if you bring up your weapon faster, that means you're going to get shots on your target quicker than you would with no quick draw, because it'll take longer for you to bring up your sight. So quick draw is definitely very good to have on your weapons. Pretty well any weapon that you use should have quick draw on it, because it's just, you can definitely win more gunfights while you're using quick draw. Like for example, when you're running around a corner, you can instantly pick up your weapon when you see an enemy. Maybe they don't have quick draw, then you'll win the gunfight. So it's a win-win. I recommend you guys to use the foregrip for sure. I guarantee you that you'll win more gunfights once you put this foregrip on. Alright, for the next attachment I have on this NV4 is the silencer. You can never go wrong with picking a silencer because it's always great to be stealthy. You can flank your enemies way more efficiently, and your enemies won't see you on the minimap. So that's just perfect. It's perfect for being sneaky and getting behind enemy lines. So you guys should definitely use the silencer because you won't show up on the minimap. So that's just awesome. You'll never want to show up on the minimap because then your enemies know where you are. So you can actually survive longer while you're using suppressor because they won't know where you are most of the time. So that's definitely a win. So I recommend you guys for sure put on the silencer on this NV4 best class setup. Alright, so that's all the attachments that I have on this best class setup for the NV4. Now I might change out some attachments once in a while, or maybe just add one on. Like sometimes I'll add a foregrip, or maybe even extended mags. So if you guys would want like a not a third perk, but a fourth attachment, I recommend you guys putting on a foregrip or the extended mags. You can never go wrong with both of those either. But just for this best class setup, I believe that this setup that I have on the screen right now is the best setup for you guys to use while you're using the NV4. Now for my perks, I use Ghost, Hardline, Scavenger, and Dead Silence. Now I know up on the screen it shows Dexterity instead of Ghost, but that's because I don't have Ghost unlocked yet, so that's why I'm using Dexterity. Dexterity is my second go-to perk in the slot one. But other than that, this Hardline, Scavenger, and Dead Silence is up on the top right corner there. They are the perks that I use. Now for my first perk that I'm using here is Ghost. You can never go wrong with picking Ghost. Basically everyone in the game uses it because it is the best perk. Because when your enemies put up a UAV, you won't be shown on the minimap. So it's just for being stealthy and flanking and all that kind of stuff. Because your teammates, not your teammates, but your enemies will not know where you are. So Ghost is an awesome perk to use, definitely with this setup with the NV4. Alright, now for the perk 2 spot, I have Hardline and Scavenger. Now I use hardline because it's easier for you to get your streaks because you get more points per kill that adds to your score streak bar. So you'll earn your score streaks a lot faster while using hardline. And once you get your score streaks, you'll just have a better game because you can get more kills when you have kill streaks on, or you can support your team by putting up more UAVs within a game. So you can never go wrong with using hardline. It's a win-win for your teammates and yourself. Now for scavenger, I use scavenger because I hate running out of ammo when I'm on a score, not on a score streak, but a kill streak. I absolutely hate it. It's the worst. So I always use scavenger because I never like running out of ammo. Because if you're on like a gun streak going for a nuke or something and you run out of ammo, that's just the worst thing that could happen. Or when you're in a gunfight and you absolutely run out of ammo, it's never a good thing. So I recommend you guys using scavenger. But if you guys do not like using scavenger, or you guys can't stay alive for that long to run out of all your ammo, I recommend putting on dexterity also in your perk 1 slot instead of scavenger. That's just an alternative if you guys do not want to use scavenger. Just throw on that dexterity and there you go. You still have another perk. You won't be wasting a slot. Alright, for perk 3 I'm using dead silence, because when you're using dead silence, your footsteps and your boosts are all silent, so your enemies will not hear you coming. So this is another great attachment for flanking and being sneaky, because your enemies won't hear you boosting around and running, so you can always sneak up behind them and go pew pew in their back. Alright guys, so that's my whole entire best class setup for the NV4. Now you guys are likely wondering why I don't use a secondary or tacticals or lethals. It's just because I never switch my weapons to the pistol. I just reload or jump out of the way or something like that, or just pick up a weapon when I actually kill somebody, so then I'll have a spare weapon if I do need it. But I don't run tacticals and lethals because I think there's better opportunities to go get better games and all that stuff if you add another attachment or perks. Perks and attachments are the main thing that's going to make you play better, not lethals, tacticals, or secondaries. So that's why I don't have that on my setups. But anyhow, this is my NV4 best class setup, and I recommend you guys using it. Thank you guys for watching. Thumbs up and subscribe if you like this game. Peace.